Hi, boys and girls. How are you today? I miss you. I wanted to help you go and do some of your activities on your week 3 Tuesday. So this one right here is your sight word activity. Make sure that you're practicing your sight words. Here's your list of sight words. The idea for today was to use like cereal, little pieces of cereal or crackers to build the sight words, kind of like we do with beads in the classroom or with Play-Doh. If you don't have crackers or cereal, just practice writing your sight words, play a matching game with the matching cards, just as long as you're practicing them. Now, the literacy activity for today is to read a book with an adult. Well, maybe you don't have an adult in your house that has a chance right now to read to you, so I'm here. You can do this book with me, or you maybe have someone at home you want to do with. But it's read a book with an adult, find words that you know, and read them aloud. So the camera looks a little different because I'm doing it on my computer. That way it has the words flipped so you can see better. So as I'm reading the book, if you want to pause the video and try to find words in the text that you know, and I picked out this book today. It's called Pete the Cat and the Cool Caterpillar. It's an I Can Read book, which means it will have tons of sight words that you guys already know. So if you want to pause the video as much as you want as I'm reading to try to find those sight words, but it's called Pete the Cat and the Cool Caterpillar. Pete the Cat and the Cool Caterpillar. See, I already see lots of our sight words just on the title page. There's the, I can, and the, you see those words? Pete is on a bug safari. He and his friends are looking for bugs. How many bugs can they find? And then if you want to pause it and try to find some words, you can. Try to make sure I'm close. Callie spots a tiny black ant. It's building an anthill, she says. Groovy, says Pete. Gus finds a round red ladybug in the mint patch. It has 9 spots, says Gus. Nice, says Pete. Can you find any words you know? Marty sees a big black spider. It caught a fly, he says. Neat, says Pete. Pete finds a green caterpillar in the flower pot. I will bring it home to show Mom and Dad, he says. Mom helps Pete build a home for the caterpillar. They use a big jar. Dad puts lots of little holes in the lid for air. Pete puts the caterpillar in the jar. Pete puts some leaves in the jar for the caterpillar to eat, because remember, caterpillars like to eat and eat and eat. He adds a twig for it to crawl on. Good night, Pete, says Mom. Good night, Pete, says Dad. Good night, caterpillar, says Pete. When Pete wakes up, the caterpillar is gone. Where did it go? Did it run away? It is not gone, says Mom. It did not run away, says Dad. Look, they say. What is it? Can you see? What happened? You know about the life cycle of a caterpillar. What happened? Turned into a chrysalis. The caterpillar is inside there, says Mom. It's called a pupa. That's another word for chrysalis, a pupa. Will it stay in there forever, Pete asked. No, Dad says. The caterpillar is changing into something new. What will it become, Pete asked. It's a surprise, says Mom. We must wait and see. Pete waits. Callie comes to visit. Did it come out yet? She asks. Not yet, says Pete. You guys know what the surprise is, but shh, don't tell Pete. Pete waits some more. Gus comes to visit. Did it come out yet? He asked. Not yet, says Pete. Pete waits even longer. Marty comes to visit. Did it come out yet? He asked. Not yet, says Pete. Pete waits and waits and waits. Look, he's marking off the days on a calendar. Then one day something finally happens. You see it starting to move? The pupa starts to wiggle. Something is happening, says Pete. It wiggles some more. Everyone comes over to watch. The pupa cracks open. Something is going on. What can it be? A head pokes out, then some legs, and then two colorful wings. The caterpillar changed into a beautiful butterfly. Wow, says Pete. So from a caterpillar to a butterfly. The butterfly slowly moves its wings up and down. It is ready to fly. They take the jar to the park. Time to say goodbye, says Dad. Pete opens the lid of the jar. We did this yesterday. The butterfly flaps its wings. It flutters out of the jar and lands on Pete's nose. That tickles, he says. Then the butterfly flies up into the sky. Bye-bye, butterfly, everyone says. Let's find a new caterpillar, says Pete. Change is pretty cool. Maybe you can go outside and go out on your yard and do a buck hunt. Just be careful not to touch anything without Mom and Dad's okay. Now, boys and girls in class, when we get library books, Miss Bergman has you go on a sight word hunt in your library books. We don't have library books right now, so I want you to do this video. I want you to go on a sight word hunt for this book. So get a piece of paper and a pencil. You can pause the video on each page, and I want you to look for sight words. See how many you can write down and have your parents send me how many you found, and we'll see who finds the most. See you soon, boys and girls.